What's up, guys? Welcome to training day number 4, and today we have a really important lesson. We're kind of like taking what we have learned so far and start to put it together, and it's gonna start making more sense. In the beginning, we teach a lot about foundations. We teach a lot about the concepts that you gotta apply, which in my opinion is like the most important thing, because like I told you in the past trainings, strategies come and go. Strategies can be found on YouTube, on Instagram, and they tend to change, but the foundations never really change. It's very hard to change kind of like the general concepts. So once you master the general concepts, you really start to get momentum, and you're able to start any business from scratch, no matter the business, right? So David, can you put the right? So basically, guys, today we're covering the 4 main concepts that you need to build an online business, right? So these 4 things are absolutely necessary, and you're gonna want to really understand each one of them if you want to see results, okay? So in the past trainings, we've covered creating a service, brainstorming about which service you're gonna create. We've covered avatar research, finding your ideal target audience for that service. We've covered that you're also gonna sell affiliate products to the clients that get your service. We've also covered the reason why we're teaching you services rather than something like e-commerce at this point, because at this point it's a little bit more complicated to ship products, things like that. And if I had to start from scratch, I would probably just go for this specific thing that I'm teaching right now. And I've also given you some homework, so hopefully you did your homework, right? So let's talk about the 4 components of building an online business. The first component that you need is a good offer, right? A good offer is extremely important, something to offer. I've been teaching you of the service thing, etc. This is something that you're gonna offer to people, because, like for instance, I've seen a bunch of these huge influencers. They're like super famous, and they do it for the likes, they do it for the engagement, for the fame. They don't really have a strong offer. They don't really have like a strong or irresistible product or service to sell to their audience. And they have like people from every single topic, and they never really specialize on something. They're just like famous, right? If you're in that point, okay, it's really cool to be famous, it's really cool to get likes and shares, but likes don't pay the bills, right? When you have a strong offer, that pays the bills, and that makes you a lot of money. So the first thing you gotta do is craft a strong, irresistible offer. It cannot be like a regular offer, like I build websites. No, it has to be something like, I create the best websites for the best price, fastest delivery with unlimited revisions. And also we provide 3 hours of one-on-one support to teach you how to manage your website, right? You know where I'm going. So you gotta have an irresistible offer. It cannot be like something normal. It has to be something that really makes people think like, why would I even consider going to the competition if this guy is literally like offering me 10x the value for a fraction of the price? Now, I'm not saying you have to always be a fraction of the price. I'm not saying you always have to be the lowest price. What I'm saying is that you gotta be the most irresistible offer. And in the beginning, you can't be the highest price if you don't have a lot of experience. So, number 1 is offer. Number 2 is to have a strong sales process. What is a strong sales process? If your sales process is sending messages all day, right? And that's all you do for the end of your life, you're gonna have to send messages for the rest of your life, right? Now, I'm not saying that doesn't generate results. Obviously, messages it has a very high closing rate when you speak to people on a message. But what I'm saying is that when you have a strong sales process, you can generate the same amount of sales, you can generate even more sales in an automated way. The way we generate strong and successful sales processes is by building sales funnels. Processes, simple pages where we guide people through so that they see our irresistible offer and end up paying, and that way we grow our business, right? So in a nutshell, a sales process can be built successfully with a good sales funnel. So a sales process is simply the process where people go through to end up buying your product, your service, your offer, right? Very, very simple. So we've covered great irresistible offer and having a strong sales process to guide those people through. Now the third thing that we need is traffic. Right. By the way, if you haven't seen the traffic trainings with Fabian, I suggest you go and watch them. It's really going to help you out in terms of paid traffic. In a previous training, he spoke about organic traffic versus paid traffic. So in terms of traffic, in terms of visitors, so that they can go through the sales process, you can do paid or free, right? Either ways, regardless of what you choose, you're going to need people to see your sales process, to go through your sales process. Because, for instance, let's say that you covered component number 1 and component number 2. So you have a really irresistible offer. Now, you also worked on a great sales process. You have a beautiful sales funnel. Every step of the process is amazing so that the sale happens. But if no one goes through the sales process, no one sees your offer and you don't make any money, right? So traffic is so freaking important. Doesn't matter if your traffic comes from, from SEO, from Facebook ads, from your email list, or maybe just from DMs. Traffic is necessary. You're going to need traffic, and you're going to need to become very good at running traffic if you want to build a 10K a month business. Now, I also want to tell you one thing. The title or the concept of this training is to help you make 10K a month. But if you're making 10K a month, jumping to 50K a month or 100K a month with paid traffic is even easier than making 10K a month. Right? So let me repeat that again. It's easier to go from 10K a month to 50K a month than to go from 0 to 10K. Right? Because when you're already at 10K a month, you can already leverage paid ads very easily to scale your business to the roof. And I know that these numbers might sound like insane, like if you're making 1,000 a month, how are you going to make 50K a month, right, in your house? But I'm telling you, this is exactly what I used to think when I first started. And after seeing so many people do it, and after achieving it as well from our side, it's more than possible. And I'm telling you, I'm not teaching you any something that is any different from what we actually do. This is what we do every single day. This is what I was doing right before recording this training for you guys. And then the fourth thing is the branding. Branding is, in my opinion, is so freaking important. And part of, in my opinion, you have branding for a company, such as Apple. They have their own branding, right? But then you can have branding for yourself as a person. That's called personal branding. In my opinion, everyone needs a personal brand. Everyone, right? Doesn't matter if you actually have a company. Doesn't matter if you're actually building a company. Everyone needs to have a personal brand, because a personal brand, you're always going to be you, right? They cannot compete against your personality. They can't compete with your thought process. You're always going to be you. In a time of crisis, if you have a strong personal brand, anyone can come to you because they trust you, right? And you're the face of the business. So branding is key. Why? Because you could have the best offer in the world. You could have the best sales process in the world. You can be really good at running traffic. And let's say that you run, 10,000 visitors to your maybe your sales page, the page where you sell your product or your offer, right? Let's say that each visitor is worth $1 to you, right? So you are making $1 for every visitor. That's awesome, right? So you're making 10K a month. But if you have good branding, simply by having a strong branding, like getting out there, recording videos, going live, making posts, adding value to your community by sending emails or recording videos, all this stuff, your earnings per click, instead of being $1, if you have branding, it could be $2. And instead of making 10K a month, you're making 20. For a very simple reason, and is that their branding makes people like you even more. Your conversion rate, the amount of people that buy from you, increases, and you're not even running more traffic. It's simply you start making more money because people like you. They love your brand. It's like, why do you go and buy Apple products, right? Of course, the phone is awesome. I love Apple products, but it's also like how it makes you feel. And the reason why it makes you feel great is because of the branding they've made, right? Like, everything is branding. Everything is branding, right? So hopefully this makes sense. Give me a number 1 if it makes sense, by the way. 4 components. Now let me put it in a more technical way. I said the 4 components, but let me put it in a way that is actually how it works. So what is traffic? Traffic is when you place an advertisement or when you apply free traffic strategies. We're gonna teach both. But let's say in a visual form, traffic is an ad. Then the second component that I said is that you need a sales process. So your sales process might be something like this. The sales process is gonna be from here. It's gonna be this part. It's gonna be page number 1 is gonna be maybe it can be opt-in. What is an opt-in? It can be a simple page where you tell people, hey, I'm gonna give you this for free in exchange for your email. So for instance, let's say that you are, I'm thinking about this example that I heard in the morning. Let's say you're offering copywriting services. So instead of going after people and telling them, hey, I want to offer you my copywriting service for $5,000, no, you don't do that. Your sales process will look something like this. In your ad, you say, hey, I want you to download my free cheat sheet that is going to show you the 100 best headlines that you can that you can use to grow your business. It's free, right? So it's no risk. It's not like someone's trying to sell you. It's massive value for free upfront. Now, there's a catch. If they want to get the free thing, they must enter their email address. And why do you want to collect email addresses? So you can build what's called an email list, a list of emails that you can keep sending emails to in the future. Very important, email list. Remember that word? And let's just put a little picture of an email. That's going to be your list that you're going to be building. So then in the next page, you can be something like, this is the thank you page. Thank you for getting the free cheat sheet, right? So in here, you can be like another video, like, hey, thank you for getting the free cheat sheet. Download here, download, right? Now you might be asking yourself like, awesome, Sebastian, you're giving free stuff. Thanks for helping the world, but how do I make money? I want to get rich. So what you're gonna do is that you're gonna lead with value, something for free, and then you can hear from this step. There are many ways to go from here, but in this step, you can go and tell people, by the way, if you're interested to learn more in copywriting, I want to present this opportunity where I can help you out with your copywriting for this amount, right? Something like that. So in here, it can be sales page. So regardless if they buy or not, your $100 product or $1,000, however you charge, you still have the list, so it doesn't matter because you're gonna keep sending emails with the offer to this list forever, with value and right. So this is an example of a sales process. Give me number 2 if that makes sense. Now we also talked about, well, we said traffic. Oh, offer was the first one, not traffic. Okay. Anyways, the offer here. What is the offer? The offer is the free 100 headline PDF. That's the free offer, but you also have a paid offer. The paid offer is for $1,000, I'm gonna make all the copywriting for your business. That's an offer as well. So now we have 3 components. Now the 4th component is that it's actually before the traffic. This is the branding. The branding is, okay, you can make money with this process, but you're gonna make a lot more money if you actually make branding, right? So in here, you're gonna become a likable person, right? That people like. You're gonna provide value, and once they like you, once they see your ad, instead of making $10K a month, you can make 20. Why? Very simple. Because people like you, they trust you, so when they go through your sales process, you're actually making 20K a month instead of 10. Make sense? All right. So now you have homework. Your homework is to go and spy, become a freaking spy, and see what other people are doing in your niche with your service. So you have your offer, you have a way of generating traffic. We haven't talked about traffic, but let's say you need traffic. You understand this concept that I've taught you, but now you gotta figure out how much people are charging for a service like the one they want to offer. What does a sales process look in the niche that you're gonna go after? So for instance, what you gotta do is, this is you. Well, first of all, homework. This is gonna be you. And you have great ideas, right, about this service or offer that you're creating. And let's say that this offer is copywriting. You're gonna help people with their copywriting, right? So copy writing. Now you gotta go and spy other people. This is like a little spy thing, and learn the following things. How much are people charging for a very similar service like the one that you want to offer, right? So that's gonna be price. Number two, you're gonna find what kind of ads they are running. Is it a video ad? Is it a photo ad? What are they saying in the video? Write down everything that they're saying in the video. That's number two. Number three is what kind of sales process they are using. It means that, okay, after the ad, when you click on the ad, where do you go? Which page? What is this page about? Write it down. Then after that page, what page goes after? Write it down. And if someone is running traffic too, that's probably working because they're spending money to show that ad, right? So I want you to do price, ads, and sales process. Like spy everything of your competition and write it down. And also, that what I wanted to tell you is how can you spy this thing? It's very easy. You go to Facebook, the blue Facebook, right? The one that everyone has access. Then you're gonna go to the search bar. You're gonna look for fan pages in your niche. And then you're gonna go inside the fan page and make sure you go to a part that says transparency. In one of the in the left-hand corner or right-hand corner. After transparency, you're gonna click on Add Library. And Facebook displays all the ads that the fan page is currently running, so you're able to see real-time the ads that are active for that business. So just go find businesses that are similar to the ones that you want to build, that offer the same service, see the ad, go to the next page, write it down. That's your homework. I'm telling you, if you don't do this, it's going to be hard for you to get results. If you cannot do a simple homework, you're not going to be successful. It's that simple. It can take you 30 minutes to do this, right? So if you cannot do a simple homework, it's very hard that you will see success in the long term. So I definitely encourage you to make these little homeworks, because these are like your little tests, so that you can actually see if you can go through this and follow through something that you started. Apart from that, guys, thanks for watching this training. This is training day number 4. If you enjoyed this training and if you need more help to put your product together, your service, I've been in the industry for 6 or 7 years. I've seen it, like all the products, all the services, what they charge, how to sell these services, what kind of sales process this is what I do for a living, basically. So if you need more help, go to SebastianGomezMentoring.com, watch the little video, schedule a call with us, tell us, hey Sebastian, I want to start a service about graphic design. Like, how do I go about creating this, right? How can you help me sell this? We can help you in all the sales process. So if you want to learn more, go to SebastianGomezMentoring.com. Go right now. Thanks for watching this training, and I hope to see you tomorrow in the next training.